Welcome to World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you appreciate balanced, professional analysis of global and political developments, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Independent reporting matters now more than ever. Today, we explore a new proposal by Donald Trump, the so-called Gold Card Plan, and why it has sparked fierce debate across the United States. Supporters present it as economic relief for working families. Critics worry it could become another symbol of unequal priorities. The Gold Card proposal has been described by its proponents as a polished attempt to address affordability challenges facing many Americans. At a time when cost of living pressures remain high, from housing to healthcare to utilities, Trump's plan aims to offer targeted financial relief to everyday citizens. In essence, the idea is to issue a government-backed benefit card that eligible recipients can use to offset essential expenses. The specifics, such as eligibility criteria, spending categories, and funding mechanisms, have become central points of political contention. Supporters argue that a gold card would put direct purchasing power back into the hands of consumers, empowering families to navigate high costs with greater autonomy. The proposal appears to build on broader debates about targeted government support versus broad tax relief. Advocates claim that by showing tangible benefits to households, the gold card could deliver more immediate assistance than traditional tax cuts or market-based solutions. However, critics, particularly among Democratic lawmakers and economic experts, have voiced serious concerns. They argue that the plan lacks clear fiscal discipline, risks adding to the federal deficit, and could ultimately favor specific demographics over others in a way that exacerbates inequality. Detractors also point out that similar government benefit schemes in the past have struggled with implementation challenges, including fraud, administrative complexity, and unintended economic distortions. Politics plays a key role in how this proposal is being framed. For Trump and his supporters, the gold card serves as a campaign-ready symbol of populist economic support. For opponents, it represents a hasty, poorly designed initiative that diverts attention from structural reforms needed to tackle inflation, wage stagnation, and long-term cost pressures. The political reaction to the gold card proposal has been sharply divided. Supporters have highlighted the potential benefits for lower and middle-income households that struggle with day-to-day expenses. In focus groups and public statements, many ordinary citizens express frustration with persistent inflation and stagnant wages. For them, the idea of a tangible benefit card promises practical relief, even if its details remain unclear. Yet this enthusiasm is not uniform. Economic analysts have raised red flags about long-term consequences. Experts warn that injecting additional benefits without a clear funding source could intensify pressure on already strained federal budgets. With national debt levels high and competing priorities in healthcare, defense, and infrastructure, critics question whether such a program could be sustained without raising taxes or cutting other services. The debate also touches on issues of fairness and equity. Who would qualify for the gold card? Would eligibility be based on income levels, employment status, or other criteria? Critics argue that without carefully designed means tests, the benefit could end up rewarding higher earners rather than the most needy, or could drive a wedge between demographic groups when cooperation is most needed. Another economic consideration is inflation. While proponents claim that targeted consumer support could stimulate spending and lift local economies, skeptics warn that increased benefit money circulating in the economy could fuel price increases if supply constraints persist. In other words, policy intended to help may inadvertently reinforce the very pressures it aims to alleviate. At the heart of the debate lies a broader question about governance and responsibility. Should economic relief be centered on direct benefits that offer immediate comfort, or should it focus on systemic reforms that secure sustainable growth and stability over time? The gold card proposal, for better or worse, forces that question into the spotlight. For the American public, the discussions going on in Washington will matter not only in the next election cycle, but in the everyday calculus of budgeting, saving, and planning for the future. Thank you for watching this report on World News by Denis Halandzovskyi. If you found this analysis informative, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your thoughts below. Your engagement helps strengthen independent reporting and brings critical topics to a wider audience. Stay informed and see you in the next update.